My name is Jeffrey Froman. I'm the Director of DevOps at Temboo Incorporated. Temboo is a cloud-based software and hardware programming platform that provides people with a consistent and unified interface to access all sorts of internet-connected devices, databases, APIs, etc. The Internet of Things seems to me to be the future of the Internet. In the future, things will be talking to things, and we see this more and more every day. Houseplants will water themselves appropriately based on the humidity. You will be able to turn your lights on and off from wherever you want to. These are all examples of things where Temboo provides a great hub for programmers to teach their refrigerator to talk to a Google spreadsheet. It's the sort of thing that with Temboo you can do in a couple of minutes what might take you otherwise days. We've been using Puppet Enterprise for about a year, and it has significantly improved our operational infrastructure. The opportunity to have an automatically installed and configured full Puppet stack was a big plus for us, largely because it installs a very complex stack of integrated tools that work beautifully together. Not just Puppet, but Puppet DB and M Collective, and we use all of those things to provide a very high level of convenience and availability and flexibility and just all sorts of powerful tools that we've written using the combination of services that Puppet Enterprise all installed and configured automatically for us. We essentially moved off of a web-based platform and onto a local platform, and that enables us to climb in and write the code directly with our text editors without using anybody else's clunky tools and whatnot. Since switching to Puppet, we have regained control over our own infrastructure. We now have deployment infrastructure as code, which is something we understand really well at Temboo, and we are the ones in charge of it. Nobody can tell us that our Puppet is gone and can't be used right now. If something happens, we're the ones there to fix it. And so it's really nice to have regained that authority over our own system, essentially. When it comes time to make a change on an existing node, that we don't have to think about it in two different ways. When configuration is processed, we have to think about it both in terms of updating the node currently, in its current state, and we also have to think about it, what it's going to look like when a fresh node of that type comes into existence. When we boot that node, is this process that brings it into line now going to be the same process as when it first comes up? With Puppet, that difference disappears because configuration is state. We just define the state we want it to be in, and that state is the same state that it uses when it boots up or that it uses right this second. We have different tiers of configuration now that apply to different sets or subsets of our nodes. We have one tier that applies to every single node in our deployment. We have another, and then everything else is layered on top of that. And that enables us to push out changes to a set of machines, a large set of machines, wherever they might be relevant, by making a single change in a single file. And that's a huge difference for us. And I would also encourage people to think about the support contracts. The kind of proactive support that I've experienced and the enthusiasm involved and the caring involved really gave us something that we didn't really expect and could have taken us weeks to figure out on our own.